Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Abby and I will be guiding you through this focus flow today. So, in order to get us into this focus state, we are going to be working with some balances. I just love balancing postures for really drawing our attention to exactly where we are now, to what we are doing, mainly because it's just quite hard to think about much else when you're trying not to fall over and trying to stand on one leg. So yes, a little bit of play with balance, and also we might be moving a bit quicker through some of our flow section. And again, that's just so we can really get into the movements, really feel each movement in the body and get into this kind of flow state where, again, we get out of the head into the body. So if you're ready, we'll get started. If you have a block today, that could be really, really useful for some of those balancing postures. So bring that in if you have one. And we are just going to begin seated. So come into any comfortable seated position. And we will be doing a little bit of breath work to begin. We'll be starting with our Samavriti pranayama, which does include a little bit of breath retention today. So if at any point during this breath practice you find that you are struggling for the breath, it feels uncomfortable, we're not getting that benefit that we're looking for of bringing our attention inwards, of starting from this calm state, if you find that happens, just bring the breath back to its natural pattern of steady inhales and exhales. So we will get started. Come into seated. You can rest the hands on the thighs, either palms facing down or palms facing up, whichever just feels more comfortable. Take a big roll back of the shoulders and close down the eyes. So firstly, let's just bring the attention to our breath just as it is now. Noticing the quality of that breath today. Notice how the breath feels in the belly, in the chest. Maybe listening to the sound of your breath. And just bringing your awareness to that never-ending circular motion of inhales and exhales. And with our breath work, we are going to be inhaling for the count of 4. We're going to hold that breath at the top. So hold the inhale for 4. We'll exhale for 4 and then hold that exhale at the bottom for 4. Taking the inhales through the nose, and with the exhales either out of the nose, or if it feels easier, more natural, out of the mouth. So to begin, we'll just take one really big releasing breath. Take an inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And then we inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. And as always, throughout the practice today, we will be being a little bit playful with some of those balances, with some of the movements. But keep taking these moments to pause, to reconnect to the breath, making sure that every posture we do, every movement we are doing with kindness to ourselves, we are choosing the right variation and allowing ourselves those moments to stop, to rest whenever we need. Okay, let's begin to gently open the eyes, and then we'll just start with a few rolls through the neck. So you could take it halfway, you could take it all the way around, just alternating which way we go. Bringing it back to neutral, let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, cactus the arms, open the chest. Inhale, reach the arms forward, begin to dome the back, interlace the hands. And then exhale, push the palms away. Inhale, lift. And exhale to cactus. Inhale, reach the arms forward, interlace the hands. Exhale, back domes as we push the palms away. Inhale, lift. And exhale, cactus. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, sweeps the arms forward, interlace the hands. And then exhale, push the palms away. One more there. Inhale to lift. Really lengthen up tall. Exhale, pull the shoulders down and back. Inhale, sweeps the arms around. Interlace and exhale, push those palms away. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, just releasing the fingertips behind you. Take a big roll back of the shoulders. Inhale there to lengthen through the chest. And then exhale, if it feels comfortable, begin to drop the head back. Inhale brings us back to neutral. And then from there, bringing the hands forward, we're going to take it onto all fours into our tabletop position. So bringing the hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And we'll start there just with a few rounds of cat-cow. So starting to, once again, really connect your movement with the breath. We take an inhale to lift the chest, lift the sit bones, drop the belly. Exhale, reverse it, tuck the chin to chest, dome the back. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. And exhale, bring it in. So you can make these movements as big as you would like. You could take it more circular, you could take it a little bit forwards and backwards. Just beginning to ease into the body in any way that feels good. Couple more there. And we want to try and keep this focus we have on the breath throughout the whole practice today. So again, at any point, if we find we're losing it a little bit, just slow it down, bring it back. Okay, next inhale takes us to neutral. making sure we've got that nice even setup there. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the right arm up, lift up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, we thread it through. So maybe back of that right hand comes down to the mat, maybe side of the face comes down. And you've got a couple of options here. So we can stay exactly where we are. You could come onto the left fingertips. You could try extending that left leg behind, coming onto the toes. You could lift that left leg, starting with that balance plate already. Final variation there, maybe bending in the left leg, and you could go, where is it? For a grab of the foot. This one is super wobbly. We might roll out of this one. If we do, just give it another go. One more breath. And then really slowly as we come out of this one, if you lifted, bring in that arm, that leg back down, and just push off that left hand so we bring it back to neutral. Taking any little wiggles through center, and then we'll give it a go on the other side. So when you're ready, inhale, left arm lifts, reach up tall, and exhale to thread it through. Back of the hand comes down, maybe side of the face comes down. And again, moving into whichever option you are feeling for today. So we might stay where we are, easing onto that left shoulder. You might come onto the right fingertips. You might send the right leg back. Maybe we hover. And again, that final very wobbly one, maybe lifting, grabbing the foot. I usually wobble over on this one. Holding it there if we can. One more. And then release as controlled as we can. Bringing that right knee back down to the mat if we lifted. Pushing down through the right hand. Bringing it back to neutral. And again, when you get there, taking any little movements, wiggles with the body. And then when you're ready, tuck the toes under. Take a deep breath in, lift and lengthen through the chest. And then as we exhale, downward facing dog. So sending the hips up and back. When you get there, we take whatever we need. So it might be a pedal through the feet. It might be that shake of the head. If you are not feeling for this downward facing dog just yet, you can take some more time to kind of ease out through the wrists, through the hands. But when you do get there, just think about really pushing down through the fingertips, lengthening through the sides of the waist. Head and neck is super relaxed, so maybe give it a good shake out there. Sending the sit bones high. Knees can be bent, heels can be lifted, or we continue with a little bit more movement. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. And then we're going to inhale, look towards the top of the mat. Exhale, bend the knees, taking a few steps or a little jump, make your way there. Bringing the feet to roughly hips width, we lengthen through the spine. And then exhale for a forward fold. So we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. You might want to go for that grab of the elbows, maybe taking a sway from side to side. And just really allowing the upper body to hang down. Knees can be really bent there. Maybe bringing the weight slightly more into the balls of the feet. One more deep breath. And then on an inhale, nice and slowly, little bend in the knees as we roll all the way up to standing. And when we get to the top, the head rises last. We'll reach the arms up, take a nice big stretch. And then exhale, hands through heart center, find Tadasana. So when you get there, just take a moment and close down the eyes. Take a big roll back of the shoulders. And just taking a few deep breaths here as we feel the feet root down into the ground. Feel the legs strong here, so a little bit of activation through the quads. We want to bring engagement into Mula Bandha, so around our pelvic floor. Our bandhas, these energy locks, are also hopefully going to help with our balance today. Feel that length through the spine, feel the shoulder blades drop down the back and then just rise up through the crown of the head. Taking one more deep breath. Okay, on your next inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. Right hand grabs left wrist and just lengthen up a little bit more. Take one more deep breath in the center. And then exhale, take a lean to the right. Option there is to keep the feet as they are, or we step the left foot behind and just feel that stretch all the way through the left side of the body. One more breath. And then inhale, if we went for the step, bring it back to neutral. And then drop the arms down, release by the sides. Inhale, sweeps the arms back up. We'll switch the grip. Left hand grabs right wrist. Lengthen up a little bit taller. And deep breath in and exhale to lean. So again, either feet stay as they are or we can step the right foot back. And just breathing into that stretch through the right side. One more inhale takes us back to center if we went for the step, and exhale, this time release, fold down. Inhale finds that length through the spine, halfway lift, and exhale, Uttanasana, fold it down. Inhale rolls all the way back to standing, sweep the arms up, and then exhale, release the hands through heart center by the sides. Take a little shake out there. So shake through the body, shake through the wrist, shake through the shoulders. And then we'll get started with a little bit more flow movement. So we're going to begin today with straight into that balance with our warrior three. Option would be to bring your block in here and start with supported warrior three. So again, just have a little check-in, how we're feeling. We are going to maybe do this a couple of times with different variations, so you can always mix it up. So rooting down through the right foot, we come onto the left toes. Find your drishti, that soft, steady focus. Anything we can to find maybe a little spot on the floor. Bringing hands to heart center, take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, begin to send that left foot back. Trying to keep the hips squared. You could always have a little bend in that right leg. And again, you could bring hands to the block. Take a few breaths there, feeling into those wobbles. Lengthen through the spine. One more inhale. And then exhale, bend into right knee, step left foot back. Inhale, reach the arms up, find your lunge. Lengthening through the sides of the waist, see if we can reach a bit taller, firm the inner thighs. One more inhale to reach. And then exhale, left arm moves forward as the right arm goes back for our twist. So use the core to twist around. Again, it might be a bit wobbly. If you would like a little bit more balance challenge, you can gaze towards the right hand and hold it there for one more. On the inhale, we're going to reverse the hand. So sweep right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two, spin back, heel down. Reach through fingertips, take a moment to check in with that warrior two. Make sure that front knee's not knocking in, push down through pinky toes. Holding it there as we open up the chest. And then we're going to inhale, reach forward, reverse your warrior. Left hand either down the left leg or towards your bind. Maybe gaze goes up towards that right hand. Think about lengthening through the right side of the body as we push down through both of the feet. And taking one more inhale, can we reach a little taller? And then exhale, unravel through that warrior two. Find side angle. So right forearm comes down, left arm reaches over. Now you can work with any variation of this posture you would like to. Think about lengthening through left side. If you work with binds, feel free to do that, sending left arm over, right arm under. You could bring right hand to the mat, to a block. Wherever we are, again, push down through that back pinky toe, lengthen, try to avoid kind of leaning over into this one. Holding it there, one more. And then inhale, reach all the way back up, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, finding that warrior two once more. From there, we're going to inhale, sending left arm forward, come back onto the back toes, find that lunge. I always struggle with that one. Holding it there. One more breath. And then we inhale to reach taller. Exhale, bringing hands to heart center. We're going to lean over right leg, come high on the back toes, and can we come back to that warrior three? Maybe. So it might take a few steps or one step as we slide that left leg up, coming back into our warrior three. Hold it there. Taking one more deep breath. And then as we inhale, can we bring that left knee in as we start to come to standing? Left knee comes into the chest. Ooh, wobbly, bring it in. Squeeze there. And release. Left foot comes down to the mat. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale finds that length through the chest. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale comes all the way back to standing, arms reach. And exhale, hands to heart center, left side. So at the beginning of our flow, or sometimes all throughout, some of these postures can feel a little bit more wobbly, a little bit stickier. So just, again, go for the variations that work for you. Feel free to take a break, shake it out when you need. Left side when you're ready. Left foot stays down. Come onto the right toes. Again, hands are at heart center as we find our soft focus out in front. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we begin to lean forward and send the right leg back. Again, see if we can square off the hips there. Think about lengthening through the chest, through the crown of the head. That left foot is going to be wobbling, is going to be dancing. Hold it there. If we can, one more breath. And again, we try to step it back with control. So bending through that left knee. Send the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms high, high lunge. So just take a moment there. Again, firm in the inner thighs. Think about lengthening up through the body. Find that balance. One more inhale. Exhale for that twist. Right arm forward this time, left arm back. Using the core to twist around, option to gaze back towards that left hand. Nice, hold it there, one more. Inhale, sweeps the left arm forward as right arm travels back. Spin the back heel down, warrior two. Reach the arms out long. You might want to adjust your stance. Kind of just reaching long through the fingertips as we push down through the feet. Gazing over that front middle finger. Hold it there. And then next inhale, reaches the left arm forward, up and over, reverse your warrior. So again, either right hand down the right leg, you've got the bind, whatever just feels good in the body as you take that gaze up maybe towards left hand and lengthen through the left side, push down through left foot. And one more inhale, can we reach a little taller? And then exhale, we unravel coming into that side angle once more. So left forearm down, right arm over, or any variation you would like to work with today. If we have gone for the elbow towards the thigh, try not to kind of hang out. Think about lifting that left ear away from the left shoulder, bend it into left leg, and really again pushing down through that back foot. Take in one more breath. And then we inhale, bring it all the way up, find that warrior two. And then we're going to sweep the right arm forward. Can we come onto the back toes? Reach the arms up. Deep breath in, and then exhale, hands to heart center. I think I need to step that foot in a little bit because we're going to go back to that warrior three. So lean over the left leg, come really high on the right toes, and then one step, slide a few steps, however we can get there. Ooh, we come into the warrior three at the top of the mat, maybe. Squaring off the hips, length through crown of the head. One more breath. And then slowly, can we bring right knee towards the chest as we come all the way to standing. When we get to the top, squeeze it in and release. Right foot comes back down to the mat. Take an inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, we fold. Inhale finds that length through the chest. And then exhale, plant the hands, take a step or a jump back, moving through a vinyasa. So knees or toes as we lower. Inhale to lift and lengthen, cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale it back to that downward facing dog. And we're going to be here for about 4 to 5 breaths. So stay in your downward facing dog or drop the knees. Come to seated, take a child's pose. Whatever we need here, just in order to allow us to bring that breath back down, to slow it down. We'll go for just 2 more. If you are ready, we will meet back in that downward dog. And then from here, we're just going to walk the hands all the way back to the feet. When you get there, take an inhale to lift and lengthen the chest, and exhale to fold. Give the head a little shake out. Just take one more breath there. And then on your next inhale, Utkatasana. So sweeping the fingertips along the mat. Hands either at heart center or reach the arms up. Okay, take a moment there to sit back into the heels, lift through the chest, try and bring those ribs in a little. And then we're going to take one more breath in to reach. On the exhale, sweep the arms by the sides, take the arms back. Option there is to have a go at coming onto the toes. Inhale, lower the heels, lift. Exhale, take the arms back. Maybe we come onto the toes. And inhale to lift. Exhale, take it back. And inhale to lift. 2 more there. Exhale, sweeps the arms back. Think about lengthening as we come onto the toes. And lift. Last one, exhale, arms move back. Maybe we're on the toes. And bring it forward, deep breath in, and exhale, fold it down, find Uttanasana. And again, just take a moment to bring that connection back to the breath, to notice any sensations we're feeling in the body. You might want to go for the grab of the toes, any variation here that just feels good. One more breath. On your next inhale, find that length through the chest, and then exhale, walking the hands all the way out. We're going to come through a vinyasa, so come into your plank. We lower down, inhale to lift and lengthen, and then exhale to wave it back, downward dog. Take a deep breath there. And then inhale, looks towards the top of the mat, knees bend, step, hop, jump, however you would like to get there. Lengthen through the spine and fold it down. Inhale, waves the body up all the way to standing, reach the arms up high. And exhale to release the hands by the sides. Let's take a big roll back of the shoulders again. Okay, this next sequence, you might want to bring your block in if you have it. So if you do, bring it towards the top right of your mat. There's an option for a little add-on balance here. Okay, this time we're going to take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring in the hands behind. We'll interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale to lift and lengthen through the chest. Then we're going to come onto the left foot. If this feels a little bit too much with the hands interlaced, it can feel a little bit like we might tilt forward, then release the hands. But we're going to try and come through a sort of warrior three mixed with a standing split with the hands interlaced. So in your own time, start to send that left leg out back, and you might want to stay up a little bit higher. You could have a little bend in the right leg. Maybe the chest comes down towards the right thigh. Holding it there. One more. And then slowly, can we step the left foot all the way to the back of the mat, land in that warrior two foot position, keeping the hands interlaced. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest. Exhale, humble warrior, bringing it down. That right shoulder comes towards the inside of the right thigh. Relax through the head and neck. And again, push down through that back foot. One more breath. Inhale, push down through the feet, lift all the way up. On the exhale, release the arms out, find that warrior two. Inhale, reach and reverse your warrior. And then on the exhale, we're going to bring it back. Option, we go for that side angle one more time, or we're going to have a go at our Ardha Chandrasana or our half moon. Right hand comes down either to the block or the mat, and see if we can lift up through that left leg. So that block position is going to be important here. You want it about a foot ahead and to the right of the right foot. And then once we maybe have a little bit of stability there, think about lifting and opening through the chest. And again, you could have a go at taking that gaze up. You could have a go at grabbing that back leg. Hold it there, one more breath. And then slowly, if we've gone for this half moon, we're going to step it back, nice and slow, back into our warrior two. We will all meet there. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Inhale once more, left arm sweeps forward. We're back to our lunge, reach the arms up. Hands come through to heart center. We lean over right leg. And one more time, we're going to go for our warrior three. This time, if you would like a little bit more, maybe opening the arms out, you could cactus the arms, you could reach the arms out, you could reach the arms forward. Wherever we are, let's hold it if we can, just one more breath. And then slowly bringing that knee into chest. We come all the way to standing. Squeeze that knee in and release. Left foot comes down to the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen the chest. Exhale, folds it down. Inhale, all the way back to standing. Roll up through the spine, reach the arms up high. Exhale. Hands release, and again, we're going to take them behind the back. Interlace the fingers as we lift the chest. So take a deep breath there, and we'll go for that little sequence on the left side. Root down through all four corners of the left foot. We come onto the right toes. And we're going to begin to send it back. So we might want to stay up a bit higher, or we see if we can come to bring the chest towards that left thigh. Breathe in deeply wherever we are. Oh, I've gone. Hold it there. One more. And then bending through left leg, can we step that right foot all the way to the back of the mat, spin the back heel down. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest. And exhale, humble warrior. So again, that left shoulder comes towards the inside of the left thigh. Doesn't matter how low down we get here, doesn't matter where the arms get to. Think about really strong pushing down through the feet as we relax the head. And hold it there. Taking one more deep breath. And then inhale, begin to peel the chest up. Ooh. Release the arms out, finding that warrior two. Reverse your warrior. And again, option, as we bring it back through the warrior two, we can either go for side angle or we'll go for that half moon. So if we're going for the half moon, you might want to move your block to the top left of the mat, really leaning forward, and then maybe left fingertips come down to the mat or your block. Maybe we kick off that right foot and begin to rotate the chest. So that left foot again is going to be kind of wiggling, dancing all over the place. Try and keep the left toes facing forward and just feel into all of those little shakes, little wobbles. If you would like to, you can play around with some variations, maybe grabbing the back foot. You could have a go at hovering that left hand as well. One more deep breath if we can. And then bending through left leg, can we step it all the way back? Nice and slow. Coming back into our warrior two position. Ooh, take a breath there. And then inhale, sweeps the right arm forward. Turn the back toes, we're back into our lunge. Exhale, takes hands to heart center. We lean over that left leg, we're high on the back toes. And again, ooh, we come back into some form of warrior three. Again, take a moment. You can play around with some variations. You could come back to the block, taking the arms out, arms behind. And one more breath. And then slowly, as slow as we can, bring in that right knee to the chest. Bring it in. And release. Ooh, take an inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale finds that length through the chest. Exhale, hands plant, step, hop or jump through your vinyasa. And then we'll drop the knees down, pull back, find your child's pose. So just taking a little sway from side to side. You could take the arms forward or you could take the arms back. Wherever we are, just for these couple of moments, just really allowing the body to rest. So taking a moment as well to appreciate all those balances. Remembering as well, it does not matter whatsoever where we get to with those balances, with those physical postures. Something obviously with practice. Our balance may improve over time, but there's going to be days as well where it's just not there. Maybe I'm slightly having one of those days. So just taking a moment to appreciate wherever we got to today, the fact that we're here, that we showed up. When you're ready, we're just going to slowly roll the body up. We're going to bring it to seated. So just sweep the legs around. From here, we will take our Navasana. So a couple of options for your Navasana. You can lift the legs up. You could keep fingertips down, keep toes down. Just see again, whichever variation feels good for us today. When you're ready, coming into your Savasana, lengthen through the chest, holding it there. And taking one more deep breath. And then we're going to see, can we grab the outsides of the feet? And then from there, can we begin to lift up? So it might be that the knees stay quite bent. Obviously, if you have a strap or a towel or anything we can wrap over the feet, you could go for that. We're just going to see if we can continue lengthening through the chest. Gaze goes slightly up, holding it there. Finding that balance point. We may well roll backwards. If you do, just come back into it. And then for these last couple of breaths, we're going to see if we can release the hands and hold. Ooh, shaky for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing the feet down to the mat. Give yourself a nice big hug and just take a little rock from side to side. And then we'll just start to slow it down. So extending the legs out, we'll come into our Paschimottanasana. You might want to come to seated on a block. Just think about kind of moving the hips back. Just take an inhale there to begin. So bringing the hands either side of you, roll the shoulders back, really lengthening up through the chest. One more breath in. And on the exhale, begin to fold. So grabbing hold of whatever we reach there. You might again want to use your towel or a strap. And you can also bend the knees in, lengthening through the chest. Relax through the head, through the neck. And just think about lengthening forward for this one. So there's nothing wrong with the actual doming of the back. But just by bringing that crown of the head forward, you will feel that a little bit more through the hamstrings. And we'll just stay here for a couple more breaths. Notice if your breath has returned to that natural, steady pattern we had at the beginning. And with each exhale that we take, see if you can allow the body to just melt down towards the mat. Last breath there. And then inhale, slowly roll all the way up through the spine. From there we'll come into our twist. So bringing the right foot over the left leg. Right fingertips come behind. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale for the twist. You could either bring the hand, the elbow, a bind, whatever, again, just feels most comfortable where we're getting the right amount of stretch, the right amount of twist. Think about lengthening up through the spine as we maybe look over that right shoulder. Inhale, slowly we unravel, bring it back to center, and we'll switch sides there. So right leg goes out, left foot comes over that right leg, left fingertips behind. Inhale, we reach, and exhale for the twist, either the hand, the elbow on that left thigh, maybe looking behind. And then slowly unravel. We're going to bring it all the way down onto our back. So if you would like to grab water, if you want to grab any layers for your Savasana, then do that now. And then when you are ready, we will roll it back, hugging the knees into the chest. We'll take a little rock from side to side. And then from there, just bringing that left sole of the foot down to the mat. We'll cross right ankle over, gently opening through that right hip. And we can stay there today, or we could reach up, interlace hands behind left thigh, flex the left toes. Gently pulling the knees towards you. Think about opening up through the right hip rather than just pushing that knee away. One more there. And then slowly lowering that left foot all the way down to the mat, keeping the cross of the legs. Extend the arms out wide and drop the right foot across to the left. Maybe head drops to the right. Maybe closing the eyes now as we begin to ease towards the end of the practice. You can keep that right knee up if that feels comfortable, or you could begin to drop that right knee down, taking it slightly more into the twist. Inhale, bring it back to center, uncross the legs, and we'll just switch sides there. Right foot comes down, left ankle crosses over. And again, you could either pause there if you're already feeling enough or the right amount of stretch down that left glute, that left hip, or we can reach up, interlace the hands behind the right thigh, keeping the feet flexed. Just a couple of breaths here to gently maybe begin to encourage the knees towards you as we still try and root down slightly through the spine. And then slowly lowering that right foot all the way down to the mat. Reach the arms out wide. Drop the left foot across to the right. And if it feels comfortable, head moves to the left. And again, you can keep that left knee up, or you could drop it down towards the mat, towards the floor. On your next inhale, bring it back to center, and we'll come down to our backs. So just taking any final little wiggles or movements that the body might need on the way there. When you're ready, finding any leg position that just feels most restful, most comfortable. You can rest the hands on the body, or you can allow the arms to fall out by the sides with the palms facing up. From there, taking a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And we'll just pause here for a couple of moments in our Savasana. Where all of that work that we've done today, all of those sensation, that energy that we've created in the body, it settles in here. This is the time where we fully allow ourselves to rest. Shavasana can be equally, if not even more challenging than all of those physical postures we've worked through today. But just remembering, as we rest here, we are not looking for that complete stillness of the mind. That's almost impossible. Just the act of us being here, of this taking this time, that is enough. So resting here for the final few moments in silence. Allowing everything we've done today to work its way through the body. Okay, very slowly we'll begin to find a little bit of movement. So if you have longer, I would definitely recommend that you take some more time in your Savasana, just resting there. But if you would like to move on with the rest of your day, we'll start to find a little bit of movement, that wiggle of the fingers, of the toes, any stretches there that feel good. And then just slowly begin to bring yourself back to seated. Keeping the eyes closed for these final few moments, or you could just lower the gaze down. And when you arrive there, finding that nice tall spine, once again, a big roll back of the shoulders. Either allowing the hands to rest wherever feels comfortable there for you, or bringing the palms together and bowing the head. We will end with one final releasing breath to seal our practice today. So taking a big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, sigh it out. And finally taking this last moment to once again just say a huge thank you and well done to yourself for taking this time out of your day, for the body, for the mind. When you're ready, opening the eyes. Thank you so much, everybody, once again for joining me in this practice. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do let me know. Please subscribe, and that way you can get notified when I post new videos. But yes, thank you once again so much, and hopefully I will be here practicing with you again very soon. Bye.